Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Hi, everybody. I am so nervous. I don't know what to tell you, but we are taking in this show with only half of members and a drink because guess what? Today's the last day of my vacation, and I'm bringing it in all wonderful at Kandi's and her girls' house. We are having a wonderful time, hot tubs and everything, curry food, and most of all, forever friends. That's the best part of all of this is being able to share that you have people on the other side that love you, they coexist with you, and you give me the opportunity to share their message with you. So thank you, each and every one of you that show up, that likes to be on our channel. And Rhodey won't be here today. She's a little under the weather. So much to do. We got Tiffany. Tiffany is with her family, and you know I express family is so number one. Kandi. No, not Kandi. I'm a look at me. I forgot. It's Karyn. Thank you for doing what Rhodey does for me. These are my people, and I still forget names, so you know that it's not pretend. But Karyn's not feeling very well, so I'm hoping that everyone will just give her some great energy for her family and help her flush out this bug that might be attacking there, so she can feel a little bit better. And then, of course, Lisa's here, and she helped me get all things nice and tweaked up. I am feeling amazing. I want to let you know I got to go to the Mayans. Valerie was with me. We had the most wonderful time. In fact, I even hear my voice going out a little bit. I've been talking a lot. And I met a family while Valerie and I were having some margaritas. And it was Costa Maya, wasn't it? I think it was Costa Maya. And guys, if you haven't been on one, this is one of my bucket lists. I checked it off. I checked off two things: a cruise and being able to in-bask the wonderful energy. And it's there. I did. I'm not going to say what I did because it's kind of illegal, but I just took some home with me. That's all I can say. I just had a great time. I brought back that energy with me. And Valerie and I got to meet a manatee. We got to swim with them. Just beautiful creatures. We also got to monkeys, and monkeys kind of liked me a lot. Apparently, they enjoyed being on my head. So that was kind of icky a little bit, but kind of funny. And we saw the sloths. They were absolutely amazing. They have these permanent smiles. So if you go over to see Valerie and look at her smile, she reminds me of that sweet, the cute little smile on a sloth. And the next thing that I love the most out of it is I was able to communicate with a dolphin. I did. I could not. He was telling me, and all weekend I've been talking to Kandi and Lisa's babies. One told what his favorite color is, and Kandi, being the beautiful young lady that she is, she went out and got it for him. He's got extremely excited. Everybody was telling their stories, and the best part about when it comes to animals is that I don't know them, and they bring up things they communicate with, and their owners know them the best. And I was getting a kick at how Kandi and Lisa were looking at each other like, oh, that's why. And their behaviors that just seem to correspond with their communications. So I had a great time. I've been enjoying it, met so many different people. And today we have a little special. Usually we bring on someone to be on the show for me to give a reading to. But look at this. Watch it. Uh-oh. There she is. There she is. She's running in. I'm trying to get her. There she is. We have a young lady here that's going to allow me to give her a reading in person on TV. I think this is pretty cool. But, I'm sitting here talking to her. And she said I've talked to her 3 times, and I'm so embarrassed. Okay. I'm so embarrassed. But she showed me her tattoo from her fur baby. And that was what we were just talking about, was that animals are family. They have a conversation. They have a conscience. And they love. Even I had communication with ones that are alive. And the ones that have already gone to the other side. So we're going to have this wonderful time. I wanted to share just one thing. A couple things. Website disclaimer. It just says that I am not connected to the police. I'm not a doctor. I am only giving you, the only promise that I give you is me. I am not going to lie to you. I'm going to try my best to find out what your message is. So that's what this is. It's blah, 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 blah. And you got to be 18. Okay. So I got that far. And then over here is testimonials. I love when you guys share with us. Last show was a 5-year waiting period down to 2 days. And she has a baby boy. I want you to record. I want you to take notes. I had a young lady today that I did a session with, and she was amazed that I said that she could record it. I have got none of high, guys.
That's good.
You'll be getting this. You'll get your own
awesome.
copy.
Thank you.
And these are things that, because things will come up that maybe that you're not thinking of, and it makes sense in a minute, or one of your friends or your family members will say, how can you forget that? And that's happened literally. So I have these right here. I got 2 women that Karyn has asked me to communicate. I'm going to start with this lady. And then the moment that she sat down, I go, oh my God, your family. That's like your sister. Look at the faces. And look, you can see her right into the thing. She is super wild and crazy, not just because she's got a snake, but because she's down to her soul that way. So that's the first thing I did. And I sent her some notes. And this is the one with she's with Dad. Let's see. There we go. The woman with the snake. She's a hoot. That's the first thing that I stated. I did indicate sitter. I didn't realize I wrote it down.
What did you write?
I did write sister.
You sure did. Wow. I didn't even
I did write that sister. I didn't know that either. You guys,
Wow.
I really do come in without knowing anything.
Well, of course.
And when you speak with someone and you only get one side of it, you can, if somebody only tells you one side and you're wondering, okay, well, what's he got to say? It's always a he on the other side of that one, right? What's his side of the story? I try my best to get that. So what was your first intake when you received your notes?
Well, I was doing something, and I was in somebody else's office, and I got the picture. I got copies of them, and I looked at them, and there are quite a few things that, I kept showing my husband, and I said, look at this, look at this. Because you do hit information just amazing. I really got to say, even though it's not amazing for you because you do it all the time, but me, and this is the 3rd time that I've met with you, and every single time. And as a matter of fact, I'm supposed to tell you that you met with my daughter also, and you told her that she was going to have a baby boy. And she says, Mom, you got to tell her I have a boy.
Oh my God, did you hear that? I love it.
Yeah,
I
we
love
told
that.
her this.
Can I please give you this? I love that.
Yeah,
I
so
love
she
it.
was so excited because we all thought, oh, we have girls in our family. No way, you're right.
Oh my
And it's a
goodness.
little boy.
And you know, I love that. You got to understand that you just sat here and watched me
Mhm.
on pins and needles. I just want you guys to know every single time I do a reading, every time I do a show, I'm yelling out the time. I want everybody to be on. I'm just so nervous because I want to give you my best. And I just hope that, you know, and because it comes so natural, if I'm going to leave me or not,
Right.
it hasn't in 50 some years. But the difference is people want to hear what I have to say.
Mhm.
And it doesn't go wasted. And that's, you don't know how many times I've wanted to just throw the towel in.
Oh, you can't.
I know, but I'm just saying, I have. This one over here, the one I'm saying, this one over here is Valerie. She don't like to be on the show. So Valerie can contest to that. It's a lot of pressure on your shoulders.
I couldn't imagine. Not
It
just the
is.
message, but the level of interactions that you have. So many people aren't people anymore.
Right.
And the people that you're dealing with, well, they're twice as many as most of us.
I like that. I like
Yeah.
that insight. You're absolutely correct
Yeah.
because mine is similar to your description. I always told my sons, which they also, is that every person that you see, count on 4 or 5 of them extra being with them, and they'll come in. You always got somebody that loves you, and that's the best part of what happened. And this lady is one of those ones that loves you and also hates you and kicks your ass at the same time.
Yes.
And she's
Yes.
so awesome. I want people to see this great. She just shared. Now, my notes, and we're outside, so my notes are going into the wind, but I saw her being so awesome. I seen her giving her best to people, but her not giving the best to herself. And isn't that the worst thing that we do to ourselves?
And it happens all the time.
It does. I just try. I'm going to be 53, and I really feel like I got into my skin at 50.
Yeah, that makes sense. And she actually passed before she was 50.
Oh, but she's enjoying it, getting it up. She's got a really tall drink that has a like a tropical drink with her. It's red and fruity, and in the middle is orange. So I don't know what it is, but it's a fruity drink that she's drinking, and it has. Are you planning on going on to a tropical trip or planning on something?
A trip, yeah, a vacation type thing.
Have you been thinking about where you're going to go?
No.
Okay, I feel like it's something to do with tropical. Says I take a red and orange drink mix, tropical.
Okay.
And
that
that's
makes
where
sense.
I'm sharing. So let's
makes
see. And another place that I would go. What about Louisiana?
Interesting. So we just bought an RV.
Okay,
And so we've been looking at campsites, but nothing, so
different places.
Right,
to
yes.
go. I love that.
South
And look at
Florida,
how she's around.
Yeah, so
Louisiana. The reason why I say that is because once again, the one that want to be on that I'm pointing to, Valerie. We went to her people's. We were in Louisiana, and the hurricane drink, the red, and it kind of has like orange swirls into it. That's why I thought of maybe
makes
Louisiana.
sense. Yeah, or she could just be drinking.
No, she's drinking it for you. She's explaining to you that she's around. She's explaining that she knows that you're about to do things, and you're not going to do it without her.
That's good.
That's COEXISTENCE. That's the name of the show. That's the name of the game. They coexist with us. So see, and you just also said that you just bought this.
When I was reading your notes earlier this morning.
That is coexistence to its highest. That is today. Today, guys. I love it. And I know that she's right here. I just told you I insulted myself that I forgot that I had talked to her 3 times, let alone trying to set something up. And we had this set. It isn't. Everything is on. That's awesome.
I think so.
And I told you that she's cool. And look at, she did tell me that I did feel like there was some depression and bipolar. I don't feel like she was set into it, but I saw her going moments of bad and sad. And then where you think everything's okay. You know, it's her way of being able to show you that she faked it.
I believe it.
She faked it. And it's interesting that I said that it took me till I was 50 to be in my comfortable in my skin. She even though she didn't make it to 50, she's never been comfortable in her skin either.
Correct. Correct.
Yes. And that has a lot to do with a lot of us out there. I mean, man, I wish that we could just all get along, be one species. And we talk about this all the time. I think it's so important. So this woman is finally to that state.
Good for her.
You know?
Good for her. She deserves it.
She does deserve it. She does deserve it. This is interesting. When I'm talking to you, she puts on some baseball, baseball socks, tube socks back in the day when they used to be colored, and they go up to the knee and they're yellow. I don't know why. It's a yellow stripe. So is there anybody in your family? Because another thing that I would take that as tube socks, volleyball. You understand that?
Her daughter is on the volleyball team this year. And my sister used to play volleyball.
So look at how, even though they're not
Sorry.
here, no, that's what it's all about. And I interpret it the best way that I
She
can.
sees her, and that's
So important.
She needs to know this.
I will.
Oh, she'll be able to see it.
that's right. I'll show her.
She'll be able to see it. And she knows that. She's taking advantage of this. I also am smelling like brownies and cookies when we talk about her daughter. So has she been cooking, or by any chance does she sell it? I met her by saying Fruit Loop, and I had no idea they called her Fruit Loop, but I smelt it.
So you just said Fruit Loop, and that was my nickname. That was my nickname.
I love when they comes in
And the
just
person
like
who gave me that nickname
yes.
was my sister.
Oh my god. She's rocking it. I love this. This is so
I really
awesome.
feel like that word Fruit Loop is. And
Her face just turned over. I just love it. We haven't even got to the whole half. This is just great. I hope everybody is watching this. We had she has lots of love for you and protects you. When I say this, it's when she protects you, it's in a way of like, I'm gonna kick your ass and keep going.
Yeah.
A tough love.
Yeah, I read that in the notes. When you said that, I love you, but then just a little bit afterwards, you went through and you said smack me out of it, or smack out of it.
Yeah.
Is that so? It just sounds like tough love. Like,
It's
yeah,
exactly
just do
what it is. Because I feel like you're stuck a little bit. And you need that push.
Mhm.
And that's where she's letting you know. And that's exactly what it was saying. She wants to smack you out of it.
That sounds like my sister.
And I wouldn't be surprised you haven't felt it a couple of times upside the head or just a little pump. It's because of love.
Okay.
You know,
I should hope so. Yes.
it is.
Sisters.
It's most definitely. And also, I just think it's just getting you out of that slump. You know, those worries, because I feel like you don't just take on your own worries, you take on everybody else's too. And I know that wonderful people, we want to make everybody happy, but there's a time where you're supposed to say no.
I am not good at that word.
I know.
Oh my goodness.
You know?
That's awesome that she's aware and she knows. I talked to her, so
She does. There's something about Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. There's a star that she's sharing with me. Has anybody bought a star under her name? You know how you can buy something up in the sky and it names it? I feel like somebody has done this.
I do feel like somebody might have
Yes.
done a star or bought a star in her name.
I do. Please get that. I just saw this and I feel like it was in there and she's sharing this. So
Okay.
these are beautiful things, and I love that you'll get back to that too. Here we go. It's very windy. I'm still reading on my notes. Coming from her, this is important. It means you are such an ally, a little bit of amazing. Now, this is important that you know, because you always helped her out. You helped her out of trouble. Yes, you did. See, I don't need to. I don't need your. I don't need you to
Okay.
confirm that. She's making it very clear of the support system you gave her. The get out of jail cards. I know you know what I'm talking about. And she wants you to. She's going to repay that. She took a lot of IOUs. She said. Okay.
Mhm.
And I know that you would give every one of them back, but this is the key of her share. She's going to stick in there and be there for you.
Absolutely.
And another thing is just to let you know is that she's also been able to move on past that pain. No longer does it boggle her. I do see something that did occur when she was younger that was very, very traumatizing for her.
Absolutely. Yes.
I won't go any deeper because this is a personal thing. I
No, it's
understand.
okay. No, I can actually. There's just in a little bit. I'll share in a little bit.
Sure.
Just as it comes out, because I feel like it's going to come out naturally talking to you.
It's definitely betrayal. It's definitely. I feel like it's somebody that she knows. I feel like it is the ultimate of betrayal and misleading and guidance of an innocent. That's how I feel.
Yep. I can see that too.
You asked me how do I deliver crazy messages? There it was.
Very kindly.
Very kindly and trying to be, but that's how it goes. There was a vision of a gathering for her, and it feels to me like it's in an evening state. I don't know why, because I'm seeing the glow of candles, I'm seeing the glow of light.
Okay.
So that's why it's either I feel like it's in the evening, and there's this person. The hair isn't really long. I feel like it's lighter than her hair. It's more of a lighter. I feel like the hair is a little bit longer. Could this be her partner, or could it be the person that she was with for at the last moment? There's a
It's
person.
a woman. Is it specifically a woman, or do you feel?
Well, because of the hair being here, that's why I'm feeling like it's a woman. But just like I had stated before, the energy feels feminine, and because of the hair, but that means nothing. You could still be a male,
Mhm.
have feminine energy, and have a little bit longer in the hair. But this is what it feels like.
So a man, maybe even with feminine energy.
Yes.
Are you saying that there's somebody with her like that, or?
There was with somebody they're still here.
Oh, they're still here.
Okay, not in spirit,
Oh,
but
okay.
here. And what's interesting is I also see a pinky ring. And did your sister wear a pinky ring on her right hand?
No.
So then I feel like it goes to the person that I was seeing
Okay.
that's here. So could this person could she have had married or a relationship or?
And say I don't know that
Okay.
I don't know, but I'm going to check around and do some looking.
I feel like it is the ending one, and she hangs out with, and I do feel like it's a girl. I just feel like it's feminine, and and they had a very special bond.
Yes. Okay. And she was with her before she passed.
Yes.
Okay. I now understand what you're saying.
Okay.
I know exactly who you're
Thank you.
talking about. I don't know about the pinky on the finger. I'm going to have to ask her.
Ask her. She's got it, and in particular, it looks squared.
Okay.
Not a circle or it it's a square face.
Right.
And it also looks like it's silver. It doesn't feel like it's gold, it could be white gold,
All right.
but it's on the silver end, and I do see it on the finger. And it might have something to do with loss, because she's sharing with me that there's a lot of things that she wished that she had done to help other people on things that she had dealt with, but it was kind of quiet. Not wanting to tell others her story,
Okay.
but yet help them out. So she did help people without realizing her stories made a difference.
She was a teacher.
Oh, no wonder.
She's a teacher.
I just know that there's everything, just and so many people. Oh, that's probably where the lights or the walk that I wrote down the vision of a special walk or gathering for her. I bet you it was her students.
They actually they gave her it was teacher of the year. And so she even had her own sign. They, even though she had passed, they reserved the parking spot for her, just like they would have
Oh,
if she was
that
there.
is
And that's not a walk,
awesome.
but they have, and multiple times the school where she worked has been just they loved her.
So
They
the
loved her.
person that I saw, this woman that I still feel is a feminine
Okay.
energy. Is there a possibility? And I feel like cancer or some kind of something of a battle, of a fight, that type of thing that it attacks the body, troubles. Is there? I would love to find out if someone of that works there,
Okay.
or that's where I would start.
Okay. Oh, okay. So I do know that she had a couple friends that I can think of with the shoulder length hair that are still here.
Okay, I see the battle, and she was there helping them out. So please let them know that's what she does.
She passed from melanoma.
I love this.
Yeah,
I love
she passed
it.
from melanoma.
Not that I love that I get it right. What I love is that we get the message, we understand, and what's best is they continue. They coexist with us. I say it all the time. If I could get the numbers, I'd be out there getting it, but I can't. It doesn't work that way as we walk it through. So she said that she's in no pain. She says that you're amazing. And she says, I'm wonderful. I love hearing that, because that means that, there's times where she said she was okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but she's wonderful.
She's wonderful. She's made a difference. And she says she loves you.
Love her too.
Yeah, very much so.
Can I ask you a question? Does she say anything about David?
Okay, would this be her husband?
He was once.
Okay. Well, of course, with her being gone, I
No,
understand.
no.
Oh,
The
was
ex-husband.
okay. Will he see this? It might hurt his feelings.
No, he won't see it.
Okay. I don't see. There's sadness. There's upset. There's anger when you bring this up.
Okay.
There's karma, I believe, that's going to be inflicted. And just like how they can heal, they can also be there to.
Okay. Yep.
Do you understand what I mean?
Yes. Okay.
I feel like there was lies, and she's free of that.
Yes, she is.
More ways than one. She's let it go.
Good for her. That's awesome.
Okay, so I hope that. Yeah.
I
just don't like to be where I could cause.
Her ex-husband has passed also.
Oh well, I don't have him here,
Yeah,
so don't you
yeah.
worry about
Well,
it.
no, he was. I liked him. He was good. Yeah, but you are right. You are absolutely right in the relationship. There's no question.
Okay,
Yeah, I
they're
like
not together. They went through.
That's kind of what I was wondering, if he finally caught up with her. Passed about less than a year after she did.
Wow, no, I don't have that person in front of me.
He's not here.
Well, I look when people ask me, because I am surrounded. There's probably about 300 people out in your yard right now. I'm burning up. I'm so glad. I can tell you where the dead are, and it's not just you guys is dead, but I take a look at what's surrounding to see if I see somebody fit in the bill or claiming to be, and then I will ask you questions to make sure that they're not pretending to be that person.
Okay.
So, but I didn't get anybody coming in there, and but she said that she's good. She has moved on.
That's perfect.
I think that's person. Now, do you have any more questions before I go to the next person?
No, please go to the next person.
Oh, look at this. We have this lady right here. And I have, now see, she looks the same with me, with the woman with the glasses. That was very interesting because look at the face, the nose. So I wrote those down, and you can see that I have it in my parentheses. Parentheses is my visions, what I think and what I feel. Right there. Everybody can see it. Now, the first thing that I got when I looked at her photo, this woman, I put that I know that she's a mom, she's a grandma, she's a sister, and she's an aunt.
She absolutely is.
And I think that she's even hit a couple of greats in there. I just say there's a great. You got it? Is that yours?
Yeah, it's my daughter's son. She just became a great grandma. Well, actually, she's been a great grandma. She's got it, but
you just became a great because you just had the baby.
Yeah, she. Just had
So
the baby,
that's where it was
absolutely.
that it just came another great grandma.
Right, she's the first. No, she's the second grandkid. But it's okay. It's all good. But you're right. Yes, she is great.
She just had it. I also felt like she had me go to her chest, immediately to her chest. So, of course, my chest is covered by ladies, but I know there's lungs there too. So I write down lungs or the girls, you know. And then I saw all the titles of, so I'm right now, was the girls involved?
No, it was in her chest area. Do you want me to tell you where?
Yeah.
It's her heart.
So I did have it in the right direction. But wait a minute. What she has could also be passed on into, has this been where whatever she had, can this be a genetic thing?
I don't know. It was a
I would check
comorbidity of issues, so
it just looks like there could be some issues or some things in there that could have helped contribute.
okay, absolutely.
And what's interesting is I'm seeing, the XY. Isn't that's female, right? We have both.
Always have extra X, right? XY is male.
Okay, so then look into the male side of the family
Okay.
because I just saw XY.
Okay. My husband is her son.
No wonder. So, have you been worried about him?
Yes.
No wonder she's bringing this up. And I think that if you've been thinking of others, you might want to look at genetic testing. You might have been thinking about it, but you hadn't done it yet.
I don't know. Just there were a couple things that have come up lately. So
I think that this will help put you at ease. That's exactly how she said it. She didn't say put you on the right track or worry. I like that she said at ease. So that means that whatever you are already thinking the worst, and when you get this is going to help alleviate that. And I think that when you go to have this DNA testing, they're going to understand, they're going to know what they're looking for, and he's not going to have it.
okay, I'll look into that too because that's.
She says he's got a good old case of I don't want to do nothing. That's so funny, but that's exactly what she said. And she said it just like that too.
Good
So
old cases, don't want to do nothing.
don't want to do nothing.
I'm gonna love showing them this.
I'm sorry.
No, that's perfect.
I need a drink. Let me go ahead and take a sip.
Oh, that's absolutely perfect.
Sorry, dude. But that was mom. And I'm a mom. I know what that's like. You get in there. Oh, that was funny. She also told me how hard she fought. So I do know that she didn't go in, just like letting it get her down. She tried to be optimistic. She tried to, think of the best out of things. She's sharing with me that, so did you bring her meals?
No,
Okay, did your husband bring her meals?
I don't think so.
All right,
Not to
please
the end.
find out who was bringing her meals.
Okay.
I'm seeing, and what kind of meals. They look like the ones that are in one serving type of gray black trays with a cover on top of it.
Okay.
How long ago did she pass? Was this before COVID?
Yes.
Okay, because I was going to go how everybody gets their meals
Right.
in trays now, so we know that it wasn't that. So the only thing I can come up with is somebody was bringing her some meals. So was she maybe sick before she let anybody else know about it?
Not that I know of.
Okay.
Not that I know of.
But is she that
Well,
personality.
when you see the food on the tray, what comes to your mind?
It looks soft. The foods look soft on the tray. Like definitely feel like I got mashed potatoes, and I'm gonna say like either like a meatloaf or like a Salisbury steak type of and brown gravy is what I feel I
Okay.
see.
I will.
It could even be a TV dinner, but because I feel like somebody brings it to her, you know, and I feel it's because that she's not feeling that well.
Okay.
Now, let me go a little further. I'm asking her what the person looks like that brings it to her. Honest to goodness, they look young.
All right.
They look young. So maybe I was a Girl Scout. We helped out people that had troubles. You know, maybe it's a scout or something, but it looks young.
Okay.
Helping her out.
All right.
And did she have an A-frame opening to her door or something? When
No, I
you
don't think
first look at it, or do you guys have? Looks like a peak.
We used to live in a house that had a very, very, very pronounced apron. That was the first time that was like,
Okay, I definitely.
Huge.
I'm trying. I feel like it's a very that A-frame. Yes,
Yes.
the peak of the house. There's a couple of color. So was this also wooden? Had it been painted? Because I'm seeing a couple of layers of paint
oh, yes.
on this house, and in particular, it feels like light blue, then white, and then I saw something to do with the light green.
It was called khaki. The house was khaki, which is a green brown.
Okay.
I don't
What was underneath? You don't know
so
what
many
with the
years
layers.
of
Yeah,
color.
I've
so
seen
many
it
years.
layered on top of that, but it's also in the bathroom. The bathroom was redone. Your mother is sharing your
Mhm.
right
Right.
is sharing with me. So have you guys redone your bathroom or talking about redoing the bathroom?
We could redone a couple.
And what color did you choose?
The guest bath white. It is brown. It's brown and white.
Okay, a brown. I did say white. What's the green or the light blue? Has a sea green, like a sea green?
We have in our bedroom, and then in our bedroom we have a hunter green,
Okay, I'm seeing
and
a
that leads
sea
into
green.
directly. I mean, our ensuite is attached.
Okay, it's not hunter. I love
Okay.
green. I know exactly
Those
what
are
color.
greens,
I know
just
my
like-
greens.
Okay, so
This is like a sea foam green. So I'm going to put this into maybe some. Do you have a birthday coming up?
not mine, no,
Before July?
not for me.
Okay, whoever's is right before July. I got something to do with this color. I don't
All right,
know.
I'll look
what
at our calendar, our
Right.
family calendar.
And do you have a teen?
A teen? No.
They're older.
Yes.
Okay, so grandkid. You just had your grandkid, right?
I have my correct.
Grandson, and we know that he's younger. I'm seeing a teen, female teen. Okay, well, you don't have no children at the house to have a babysitter, or do you? No.
No.
What about animals?
I have animals. Yes.
Would you have someone like if you go overnight somewhere, or would you have somebody come and watch them?
Yes.
Okay. Would it be a female? Have you done it
It
yet?
would be my daughter who watches them.
Okay, so
My daughter, but she's older. But yeah, my daughter
What does
watches
she
my
look-
dog.
how does she look? Does she look younger?
I don't know. She looks
Like
yeah.
you?
Yeah, she does. She looks just like me, but
Okay.
younger, a lot younger
I
version of
just
me. Yeah,
'cause
she's
you're-
25, 26.
So it's easy for me to think that she's 17 because everybody looked like
I could
freaking
see,
babies
yeah, right.
now.
My age, it's like
I'm trying to
Yeah.
figure, but I see this person coming in, and is that the one that's going to have the birthday?
before July. No,
Okay, good. The
Okay,
reason why
yeah.
I'm saying it is good because I see her helping you bring in.
Okay.
I see something very special coming for you.
okay. I'm very blessed right now. So I've got so much special in my
And
life.
how lucky it is. I just see something special, and it's a surprise, and it's coming from the man. It's coming from your man.
Okay. I hope it's a good surprise, right? You said.
It is. He finally gets up and moves, right? No, I'm just kidding. I'm just playing with you. That was so funny.
It's
That
okay,
didn't come
it's
from
true.
Mom. That didn't come. I just wanted to indicate I threw that one in. Now, she says to tell everyone that she loves them. She said that she has made peace. Everyone was there for the support. She was not afraid one bit of dying. She was saying her, she said whatever she needed to say to people. And it's very interesting. I I I have my hand. Remember, I'm her.
Mm-hmm.
And I can distinctly feel somebody's got their hand on top of mine.
Okay.
Not underneath or holding it, like hand to hand, just on top.
Okay.
And was she late? She was laid to rest, right?
She was scattered.
No, when
Oh,
I
sorry.
mean open casket. You got to see her before. Who's the one that holds her hand?
I don't know.
Your husband?
My husband flew up there to see her.
And,
And
did he
he-
touch her?
I wasn't in that room. Yeah. But I'm going to ask him about that. Yeah.
And notice that she's not saying that she held his hand or he went like this. It's just laid right on top of her.
I believe it.
And she needs him to know that she knows that.
Okay. I will tell him.
So
I
I
will
think
show
that-
him.
Yes, that he'll be able to show it. Tell everyone she loves them.
No. I'm going to stop you for a minute.
Yeah.
You just got to forgive me. I want you to know right here. You said tell everyone her love for them, but
Uh-huh.
you wrote it told as
Told.
in past tense.
Yeah.
And that is very important to color, because in your notes you said told everyone
did.
her love. And I want you to know that was her personality.
Yeah, okay.
Her love for other people just couldn't be measured. It was immeasurable. I mean, really immeasurable.
Yes.
She loved and she told everybody how much she loved them. So I know you say tell, but at the same time, I hope you know that you
Because
got
I
this.
wrote it down right, but I said it wrong.
Yeah, you said told, and
I
which
did.
actually either way, tell everybody that she will. But the thing is she told
Everyone.
everybody how much they meant to her.
And I love
She
that
was-
you noticed that on the notes because my notes are direct and I'm very quick. I'm writing it down, but I'm reciting what I had said.
Yeah, you
before.
absolutely.
I
And
love
the
that
fact
you recognize that.
that she told, and she's just that person, still that person.
Yes,
it really is.
I like that you said because she still
that
is.
person.
That's right.
It's her sharing her love with everyone else was just a part of who she was.
She also showed me Vegas.
I didn't get that one. I didn't understand Vegas.
She is living it up. So if it was that she never had never been to Vegas or she loved Vegas, this is a spot that she's enjoying it. And if you notice, she's there with Elvis.
I think her daughter just went on a trip to Vegas. My
No, I get it.
I honestly think if I had to check my Facebook account, but I'm fairly certain my sister-in-law.
I
just
did
went
not know
to
her
Vegas.
Facebook account.
Oh, I don't
just
know. I have to look over
Okay.
my messages. Yeah, no, I'll have to check because that's how I check in with my family. Is I
No.
watch social media, guys.
Oh, I was
No.
missing social media so bad.
Yeah.
But nobody on my
This
family
wouldn't
are on.
be anything that you would be able to notice. Or
I
notify
just
what-
had.
or
Well,
anything.
that's everybody that was watching is that I didn't know your
Come on, you
Facebook.
You didn't even remember who I was.
I didn't remember.
So
I'm
really,
so sorry.
I don't think it's a question.
And but also,
Elvis.
if she
Slot
was,
machine.
because I saw Las Vegas, she shows me Vegas.
Mhm.
I had a vision, Elvis and slot machines.
Okay.
They do have Elvis slot machines, or it's literal that because I've met Elvis several times on the other side, but because she had just went, wonder if she might have played the game or seen an impersonator. They're very literal, and she gave me those visions, so
Okay,
I
I
love
will-
to share it. Anyone going or talking about? That's why I asked, because when I got the vision, I want to find out, did anyone go?
Okay.
Or was
Yeah. Well,
anyone
now
going?
it is. Yeah. See, that's what I didn't know. And so it was like, okay, anyone going or talking about
I
question
know.
mark? And I'm like, but
You guys get my messages. You know it don't mean nothing.
I mean, like, what was that? But you were correct. Her family went. As I said, I'm gonna have to check. But her daughter and her granddaughter, and yeah, her great granddaughter.
All the ones that she said that she was in the top of the note. I love what we get to do. Another thing that I saw was she said, she also told me to tell you that she's the butterfly.
Yes, she is. Thank you.
You're welcome.
That was a very specific gift that was given to her, and it was actually something that came back and forth a few times.
I am so happy that because I do know, and she says that I'm sending love, but I want to tell you why she told me she was a butterfly. Your sister, she jumps in really, really fast because she forgot to say what she was. She says she's the dragonfly. She needs 2 sets of wings.
She needs to. Okay, that totally sounded like my sister.
And she just came in and she had to make sure that she goes, oh yeah, she just walked, oh yeah, I forgot I'm dragonfly too. So
She needs 2 sets of wings.
she needs 2 sets of wings. And
That's Chris.
she says that she's running and she's sending lots of love, protection always from me. And that she says that I'm returning the favor. That was very interesting. I felt like you gave her and you took in her son. You've been making sure. I know that right now, to know that my sons got their jobs and that they're excited about it, I'm able to have a little bit more fun and not worry. And for you to be taking care of her son, you got one.
Yeah.
She's telling you that she's going to return the favor by watching over you, make things a little bit easier.
I'll take that.
That's a beautiful gift. And not to be let at end, she says, just wait, you'll see.
Okay.
and the reason why is because I feel like it's going to come in big letters. Ooh, it's a big beetle. I just noticed seeing it moving. Do you have any questions for me?
No, but I am going to point out this right here at the top of your notes.
Yes.
See, I really read your notes.
I
it said that it was with her. She's with her dad.
Oh, I did forget that. I did. She
Yeah,
is
she's
with her dad. She wanted you to know, and that was another thing I wrote down right before she came, right before it was sent to you. She wanted you to know where she's at, what she was doing, and it was 2 underlines. So I knew that it was a very specific message.
Okay, yes.
And sometimes I forget to go through all of
Yeah,
this
no, that's what I'm saying. But
that's why they're
Roger,
yours.
she's been getting them just like that.
But that's definitely, these are yours.
Thank you.
And I'm calling you forever friend for the 4th time now.
I'll take
I
it.
didn't even know it.
Thank
You so much for
Thank you,
sharing
thank you,
them
thank
with
you, thank
me.
you.
You
I
are
appreciate it.
so
Thank you, everybody, for
welcome.
sharing her with me.
We had such a wonderful time. I wonder if we have any questions. Do we have anybody here, Kandi? I know that you're taking. Can't hear you, Kandi. You're still on mute.
Okay, let's try it now. How's that?
I can hear you, cowgirl.
Sweet. I'm channeling Rhodey. Okay. We've got a couple of questions in chat. Give me just a second. I'll get them thrown up here. I want to make sure I've got them right. So we've got Dawn Lear. I think I said the name right. She wants to know if her brother James knows how much she loves him.
Hell yes. That's right there. That's exactly the answer that I got. Hell yes.
Okay.
No less, girl.
And we also have Ashley Castro, who wants to know if her Papa Isaac knows how much she loves him.
Anytime that there's love involved, they definitely know how much they love you. You love them.
That's
Yes.
awesome. And we have 2 people that are backstage. I do want to stop though and say that conversation you just had with Karyn was amazing.
Thank you.
I have serious chill bumps going on, so I was like, wow.
I didn't even realize that I had spoken to her before. I know you said that I had, but I didn't know the details of how many. She must be leaving when you're saying goodbye.
Yes, ma'am.
I do see so many people, and I appreciate that you keep coming back because they're going to always be with you. Always. All the ones that said, do they love you? Do they know how much they love you? Yes. Yes.
Absolutely. We have Candace that's actually backstage. If you would like to chat with her.
I sure will.
Okay, let me bring her in.
Hello.
Hi, Candace. How are you? What can I help you with?
I actually have had a really interesting week, but my mom was wondering if her dad was looking after us. Like I have a picture of him. She's in the
So
living
what
room right now.
does he got dark hair on the sides of his face right here?
I don't know if you can see it.
He's got dark hair, but I know that your picture that you're sharing with me doesn't have a little mustache. But does he have a picture where he's got like a small?
I'm not sure. He died when I was not even 3 years old.
Oh, okay. Well, honey,
I was like,
the
two
first thing I want to
pictures.
tell you is I see that my colors are coming in. He has been with you you talk to him, he talks to you. I just feel like your
Really?
mom's always told you that you had kind of like talked in your sleep or a little bit, doing mumbling and stuff like that. It's that person that gets you moving, gets you going, that motivation that tells you to get up and keep going and take that
Yeah,
hit.
because
That's
this
your
week,
dad.
that's my dad. That
That's your
actually sounds just like him because he literally was the one when he was alive would not let me give up. He was always riding me. Anytime I wanted to give up, he's like, "Nope, nope, we're not. We're gonna do this."
And you're talking and without you realizing it, he is subconsciously speaking with you. He's never left you. Of course he is
And
there.
it's
Now
it's
with your
really
mother,
with my
I'll
mom.
let you know, your mom, it looks like she might be having a little bit. Does she have sinus problems or
He's got
areas
many problems. Yes, that's part of it. Yeah.
I just see that he's holding the front of her face, and it feels like he's trying to help drain this. So I'm thinking that there might be some stuffy nose or some drainage that's going on. He
Yeah.
hasn't left none of you, neither of you.
I've always felt him around. Like my cousin Erica, she's a medium and she was here the other day and she sees like the orbs and stuff. So we put her phone up and we put the light on and it was about 2 o'clock and I am so not shitting on this. There were orbs all over my room. They were following me around. Like and it's
Wow.
weird because I get like these rush of like electric energy, but it's not like electric. It's just like kind of it feels good. Like
Okay.
arms in my legs. It's weird, but it's good. And I had finally seen my dad's sister, my aunt Barbara, this week after since I'm like young. She's dementia. So my cousins came and got me, and we went up to Hattiesburg, Mississippi, to visit her. And she would look at me, and when she'd see me, she'd recognize who I was, and then she'd remember my dad because my aunt, her sister's already passed on. She had dementia. My grandmother, my dad's mom's over there too. She had the same thing. So it's been an interesting week.
First of all, I'm sorry for your loss. I'm sorry that you have to go through that. I do know several friends of mine that are currently having to deal with such illness in their family.
Yes.
It is not easy. So I want to bring that to you first of all. I have a hypothesis that might just make you feel a little better. I feel like our souls and our bodies are not connected. They inhabit each other together, but they don't have to be together to survive. And I think that when you have dementia and you go into these states, I believe that we walk away, from the body for a little while, get a little break. So at least you'll know that they're not just sitting there with no memory. They're
no, it's there. It's just
people
lost for a minute.
It is. So to know that your dad is standing beside you, knowing that you have friends and you can feel him, you're ahead of the game, Candace.
It's pretty good. I mean, and what's weird is like, all right, I sometimes think like certain signs, show up like in my life. Like within the last 2 weeks, found out some stuff about my ex or whatever, and then something bad with him, but that's a whole other issue. But it was like a way of them telling me to close the door on him, ignore him, leave him in the past. And then all of a sudden, I'm starting to have dreams of my ex-fiance. Not dirty or nothing like that, but it was just like I knew he was there because I write my dreams down. And my mom and myself were speaking of him yesterday morning, and he's with somebody else now, but at like midnight, because he works at night, he's a crew boat captain, he starts messaging me right after me and my mom were just talking about him, and I just thought of him. And he started
Okay,
calling me.
Candace, your dad just told me to tell you, you know why you got rid of him the first time. Don't go back.
Gotcha, Dad.
Nope.
Whoa. I got that feeling.
Okay.
I'm telling you. When you said that, I felt it. I felt him.
Yes.
He's literally like right next to me, I think. I
Of
feel
course. How else can I talk to him otherwise?
it. Exactly. This is I got you, Dad. All right. So that's a no.
Candace, you're my forever friend, hon. Where are you calling from?
Actually, New Orleans, right outside of it.
New
Charlotte.
Orleans. Look at that's Fruit Loop's favorite. That's her family. That's where she comes from.
I've
I
been
want
my
to
whole life.
you can't go nowhere without spirit being somewhere around there. So just
Oh,
be
it's everywhere.
careful. Just stay in a bubble, sweetheart. Just make sure that you know who's stepping in, because you don't want a whole bunch of that around. And stay away from the ex and go forward, girl.
I am. That's a good song. Thank you.
You're my forever friend. Thank you. Okay.
Hey,
That was
Katrina, we got.
wonderful.
Yes, ma'am. That was very good. We've got a couple of really quick questions. Miss Jerry would like to know what her daddy wants to say to her, please.
Oh, okay, Jerry. Here's one thing is that there's no picture that's sitting there. But Jerry, I want to say that your daddy wants to tell you. Everybody says that they want that they love him and everything, but your dad isn't mushy. He's not the mushy kind of guy. And he said, you know that with me just stepping up, you know I love you. So I can't say he's saying I love you. He's not mushy. He's saying that he's standing beside you. He's being there for you, and that shows his love.
Ashley Castro wanted to know if her father is out of pain.
At peace and out of pain. Papa
Yes, ma'am.
Isaac, Ashley Castro. Okay. I don't see anybody with pain, and it's very interesting when you state he's definitely in a peaceful state. It feels like it was the legs on down. I hope that it's almost like I'm seeing damage to the back area, and it feels like it goes to the numbness of the butt, the upper thighs. I'm hoping that they can confirm that, because there is no more pain whatsoever. That's the key that I wanted to confirm. He's walking, he's doing the jumping up in the air and clicking the two heels up there, because I am not doing that, but you get the idea what it is.
And Dawn had one more question. She wanted to know if her brother, if you happen to know what happened to him.
Dawn, I would say that something like that, I would need to have the picture to be able to make sure, because you're asking something that has to do with the possibility of a murder or an accident or suicide. And I would prefer to have that photo, so that way I can make sure that the person that I'm seeing is there. So, and I'm seeing something about brain cancer. So I just saw something just a minute ago.
I didn't see that. I'll take a quick look and see if I can find that. And I know that you're not I know you can't tell the future, whatever that's what
Correct.
is. But Miss Girly Girl would like to know if Mike is going to be able to guide her to an apartment.
He said that he's been trying to guide you, but you don't like that top part of the town. I'm hoping that makes a little sense. I kind of feel like there's this gem that might be that he's trying to. I just feel like you just don't want to go that part of the town, but you keep seeing these places that look good, and then you realize where it's at, and then you pass it up. I feel like that is the sign that you're looking for. Mike.
I did you see the cancer one in the chat, Katrina? Because I'm not seeing that one.
No, I don't. I just said it. I just saw
Oh,
cancer.
okay. Okay, I thought there was a question in the chat about it. I was looking for it. I didn't see
No,
it.
I'm letting you give me the questions.
I think that's all the questions we've got.
There is one.
Ashley, who you were talking about her dad, she said that he went from brain cancer.
Oh, he went from your wife's son just said that somebody is in chat room and confirmed about brain cancer. So first thing I would like to say is I'm so sorry for that.
That was Ashley. Okay, I see it now. Yeah, I see it. Wow. Okay. I think that's all we've got for the evening, Katrina. We're right at 9 o'clock. We've been on a perfect hour.
We are so excited because it's been a long week and we got a long drive back home. And I want to say thank you for everybody coming in and supporting us, and knowing that heaven's real. We had somebody here and that was just amazing of what was going on. And I'm sometimes the words are literal, and sometimes it's about leading you to the next part of the puzzle. And thanks. I don't know what else to say. I thank you so much for everybody showing up. Come back next Sunday. We're going to have another show. Please give great energy to and healing energy to Karyn. She's out there. She's been answering your questions. Rhodey.
Into Rhodey.
Yes, help them out. Valerie and I give us great vibes that we have a safe trip. I always have a safe trip. They do. They take care of me, but I wouldn't mind some of those nice mujos to keep us nice and safe. I'm hoping that everyone has a wonderful week. And do you have anything to say?
Just like, subscribe. If you're interested in having a reading, go ahead and hit Katrina up on her page on Facebook.
Yeah.
And you can get a 1-to-1 reading with her that way. And you can show her your pictures and she can tell you all kinds of really super cool stuff.
I try. Thank you so much. I love you guys. I keep seeing things going past me, but I'm outside, so it's kind of a little bit freaky. You're not sure if it's a bug, and it might not be. But we're going to say goodbye. Thank you guys so much for sharing up. And here I am. I'm going to do